Okay, so here's what it was. We had a Volvo A40F. Serial number was 11276. Okay, customer complaint that the engine was overheating and that the steering was showing a low pressure code. Okay, so what I did is I got to the machine there. First thing, check pressures, right? Had a gauge into that steering port, started the engine, and at low idle, we're looking at 4,500 PSI. Okay, spec is 3626, so we're way over spec, right? And I start looking into the manual a little bit and reading on it. Come to find out, okay, the sensor has a parameter set to it. So when it goes above that, that's where it's seeing that low steering pressure code. Even though the steering pressure was high, it registered low code, okay? So what I did, I disconnected the load sense line to each pump, P3, P2, P1, slowly isolated it. With P3 out of the circuit, same problem, okay? P3, P2 out, the pressures changed and went down to the 3626, and I was seeing that. So I put P3 back in line and left P2 out, and there's where I saw it. I had P3, P1 connected. Now, P1 only comes in if you go over 1,500 RPM. It's got that MA9133 on there. So as soon as you raise that engine idle up, that's when you're seeing P1 come in, okay? P2's out of the circuit, 3626, everything works great. So I connected the LS line back to P2, and I saw the pressure jump again. So I changed the compensator. I had a known good pump that was on the ground, put a new compensator on, same problem. So I'm thinking there's something in the pump that's gone bad. Called a couple of friends. They're like, well, no, check the LS block and all this stuff on the control valve. Well, pull the LS block apart. All the restrictors are moving free. Check valves are good, and the orifices are good. Okay. So I went over to the other side and I robbed a pump off. Put the pump on, everything works great. P2 pump was the problem. So if you're getting a low pressure code, make sure you verify pressure first and then see what's going on. Always make sure you check that pressure and then just go from there. Like I said, Volvo A40F, got her fixed, up and running.